Alright, so I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to die in the future, right? Exactly, that's what I thought so too. Now, we're gonna bring up the disease again because some people seem to forgot. Seem to have forgotten about this whole thing that's going on. Now, obviously I'm wearing this mask, but we'll talk about that later on. Now, I'm talking about the disease right now. Obviously, you guys know what COVID-19 is. You guys watch a lot of news, I bet. And if not, then well, I'm pretty sure you heard it when it first came out. So obviously, a lot of people have passed away because of this disease, and in this county, about 2,100 deaths have occurred. That's what I lately been seeing on the news on NBC. So yeah, you guys gotta watch out for this stuff. This isn't something you just mess around with. I know some people who have brothers and sisters or wives of elder people who have passed away simply because they've gone to the park or something like that. And this isn't something you just mess around with. This is something that's a big problem. But some people, like I said, just keep forgetting and don't really pay attention. Now, here's the thing. If obviously you know what the problem is, COVID-19 and everything. I know the riots going on, but it's a whole different subject. Now, with COVID-19, I see a lot of people, they think like, oh, I'm wearing a mask, or I'm only going out on Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. But that's not enough. Sometimes you really gotta take a step back and realize what's really going on here. What's the real true effect? Because once you get sick,
What?
and you quarantine yourself, you put yourself at risk because you're obviously gonna be at home with your family, and your family may be at work, but when they come back, they're still gonna be exposed to you. So it's a whole thing spreading. So once you catch the disease, it's a little bit hard to kind of get out of it. Sure, it's possible, obviously, but you want to stay out of that situation. Now, according to Healthline, people say that masks won't help protect you from the disease, but will help you from spreading the disease. So that's where we get our solution. These little masks. You can make your makeshift ones. You could buy some on the streets, but I personally wouldn't recommend buying one on the street nowadays because I heard some people put chemicals so that they could rob you later on because of the riot. This is just a little rumor going on. I don't know if it's true, but I'd rather just buy one from 7-Eleven, some trustable source, or just making one yourself. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on. You guys know how to put on a mask with shot. There you go. You got your mask all set. Want to make sure you bent this little thing right here with this little piece of metal. Teaching you guys some grade A science. And then, yeah. So obviously the solution is one of these masks. You guys don't have to go really crazy and get like some super big layer, or put some piece of tin foil or some plastic on your head like you've seen in some funny videos. But this isn't a funny joke here. This is a disease. Now, you see, like I said, you could just wear one of these simple masks, and it helps you from preventing the disease. It doesn't help you from getting the disease, which is why you shouldn't be going out every single time. Even before this curfew happened, you shouldn't be going out all the time. You should be limiting yourself, you see? You should be, if you're gonna hang out with people, hang out at their house. Don't always go places. I know restaurants are open and you get hungry and you wanna go eat, but don't even worry about it. Just make something at home, just keep yourself safe. If you wanna work out, find something at home. It's better that you work out at home and not get as good of a workout than go working out somewhere in public where there's a lot of people and you end up getting sick, and then now you can't work out at all. You see, it's cause and effect. Now you really gotta watch out what's happening. Here's the thing. This is what the CDC says: the Centers of Disease and Prevention. You gotta stay home if you have any fevers, if you have a cough, if you have a shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, sore throat, a headache, and anything similar to that. You obviously don't want to go someplace if you start feeling sick, because that's just rude. As soon as people start seeing you that you're sick, it's just a bad situation you don't want to be in, and then you're gonna be the cause of a little spread in your local area. That's not gonna be fun at all. Now, you see, the action that I want you to take is simply to social distance yourself. If you want to go out running, go out running. Make sure there's nobody on the street. Cross the street if you see someone coming towards you with a big group. Just try to stay away from people as much as you can. I'm not saying be like completely stay away from people forever, but I'm just saying just make sure you have your limits. make sure you don't go out everywhere all the time. If you're gonna go out with friends, make sure you just stay at their house, like I said. Stay at their house, be calm there, find something to do. If you get bored, it's better than getting sick, you know? That's the chances with the way here. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the second wave of COVID that's gonna happen most likely later on during the winter. So don't think that this is gonna be over just yet because there's a second wave coming. If you haven't heard about the second wave, well, I just told you right now, there's a second wave that's possibly coming, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. There's going to be more potential deaths and things like that. So, you know, we only hope for the best. And one thing that you should keep in mind is that once they do make a vaccine, it takes 18 months for it to actually be sold out to the public because they first have to test out how the vaccine is going to work on a person, and that's 18 months. You got to see the long-term effects. 18 months, that's a year and a half. A year and a half that you have to wait with all of us to see if this vaccine actually works. So you really got to take this seriously. This isn't something you just play around with. This is all jokes aside, this is a big disease that's killing many people, and it can be the start of your little local group, and you don't want to be that. So just be calm, put your gloves on, put your mask on. Don't forget, just because we're opening restaurants and we're opening this, we're opening that, you can just go everywhere. Nah, just be calm, stay at home. If you're gonna be with friends, stay at their place. Be safe because of everything that's going on outside too. And just keep in mind what happens when you become sick. Or you limit yourself completely once you become sick. So just try not to do anything to become sick. Just put all the precautions. What nothing hurts with just putting on a glove and some mask and keeping your distance from people. Now, that's it. Thank you.